30, 30, 30, 30. I'll be with you till the end. Where I go, they follow. Won't ever let anybody get in my way. Lonely is the road to the city from the hollers we come from. Make them say my name. White trash motherfucker. Yeah. White trash motherfucker.
Some french fries. Always seen things that we couldn't buy, so I made it my mission to be somebody. I really do this. They ain't really be about it. Stay true to myself. You can come see about me. White trash motherfucker, yeah. You can never doubt me. We help a fellow man when they need it. We all bleed the same when we bleeding. Lost a lot of family from the feeding, but I'm just sitting at the table and I'm eating. Now I get paid off of slum raps. All they said that I couldn't do,
I'll be with you till the end. Where I go, they follow. Won't ever let anybody get in my way. Lonely is the road to the city from the hollers we come from. Make them say my name. White trash motherfucker. Yeah. White trash motherfucker.
Big double on here.
Yeah. Make them say my name.
Columbus is the city that I'm from. We got hate, we got love, we got pain, we got drugs in the pens. They be stabbing in the streets, they got guns. We can't get away from habits. It's a habit where I'm from. People acting like they have it, or they acting like they haven't had enough. I didn't have the time, cause half the time I had to bluff. I can't let them in, I'm just gonna sin, that's what I've done. But I can't lose again, I need a win, I need a dub. I done put my blood, sweat and tears into this. Excuse me while I reminisce, thinking as the man I am now about the kid that I was when I was in the mix. Came a long way while I was in some shit.
I'll be with you till the end. Where I go, they follow. Won't ever let anybody get in my way. Lonely is the road to the city from the hollers we come from. Make them say my name. White trash motherfucker. Yeah. White trash motherfucker. Make them say my name.
So I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter what skin color you got. It doesn't matter where you're from. When they tell you you can't do it, you can. White trash motherfucker.
What's up, high country mother truckers? What's happening, y'all? Well, what's happening, y'all? Man, I hope y'all had a beautiful day. It wasn't too bad for myself, you know what I mean? Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the viewers. Man, I hope y'all ready for a good night. So, with that being said, let me get my camera situated. With that being said, let's bring on DBL. Y'all give him a high country welcome.
What's going on, Doobie Doo?
What's going on?
How you doing, man?
No, I'm doing, that's for sure.
Excellent, brother.
Yeah, how about you?
Man, I can't complain. I don't know what's going on with this weather. Right now, I'm working in Haywood, West Virginia, and the day started off being frosted over, and by the time we hit the work site after lunchtime again, I had to rip my hoodie off. Like, I was like, this weather can't make up its mind. But otherwise, I can't complain, man.
What kind of work you do?
Right now, I work for a hydroelectric union doing work in power plants. So we're cleaning up a power plant, and it's right outside Bridgeport, West Virginia. I'm from the Eastern Panhandle, up near like about 2 hours outside Baltimore, but they placed me 3 hours into the state, so I'm about an hour outside Morgantown, just making it happen, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a blue collar man myself. So
I feel it, man.
Yeah, I definitely understand the struggles of getting up at the ass crack of dawn, going out, and it's cold as hell, and by lunch it's hot as hell, and
Yeah.
by the end of the week, you go to get ready for work, and all your hoodies are out in the truck, and
Oh, that's always the worst, man. My jacket's in my car right now. I woke up this morning. I was like, where the? I swear, every dang time, man.
yeah, so I definitely understand how it goes, man.
I feel you, brother. But I can't complain. I always tell people I'm 6 feet above ground, not 6 feet below. So it's got to be a good day,
Absolutely.
What you hitting on, man?
Oh, some good stuff.
That's all I need to know. All I got this evening is my crown, so I feel you.
I used to love Crown, but I actually stepped away from drinking for a little while.
Hey, I get
Actually,
it, man.
good while. Quit smoking cigarettes. I was
That's
smoking
good stuff.
cigarettes and quit that, and drinking and smoking, that kind of goes hand in hand with a lot of people. So
Hey, listen, I understand it. I'm proud of you for doing it, man. I had to quit drinking for a little while myself. I had to get my head straight for a couple of years, Like there ain't nothing wrong with it. Oh, what's up, OZ Music? Good to hear from you, man.
yeah,
Now, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. There ain't no shame in taking a break or even just stepping away from it entirely.
yeah. I mean, I need to take a little tea break myself.
Hey, I get that completely.
So you want to kind of introduce yourself to the page and let
Yeah.
everybody know where you're from, what you're about, what you're doing, what your movement is?
Absolutely. Well, y'all, I'm DBL. Right now I'm situated in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Originally, I'm from Shepherdstown, West Virginia, which is literally 20 minutes down the road from it. But I have been performing as DBL since 2020. I used to go by the name David Black for darn near a decade, but decided to make the name change because people kept thinking that was my real name. There's a whole story behind that. I actually used to have a collection of messages I'd get on my old Facebook page of people thinking I was really a person named David Black. And it got kind of ridiculous, You'd have old grannies yelling at you like, were you like my grandson's friend back in 99? And I was like, ma'am, I was 7 years old back then, so I don't believe so. But it had its time. I did a lot of cool stuff with it. Actually, shout out Ohio. I know, are you based out of Ohio, my dude?
Yeah, Central Ohio.
Yeah, because your neighbor's with my boy Droopy. Shout out to Droops, man. Like, that's my dude. Yeah, I got my Droopy shirt in my drawer right now. Actually, one of his old designs his old lady did. But did one of my first shows in Ohio up there. I'm trying to get back up there this summer. But did a lot with it. Actually moved up to the city for a while, up to New York City, and things went pretty well there, but I went for broke and it broke me. So I moved back to the home state, recollected my thoughts after a few years, decided to give this music training another try. So I've been doing it ever since then. The same year I dropped my first EP as DBL, which was called A Ghost Stories, was the year we got hit with that stupid thing called COVID. So that was but right now, I mean, my movement, man, is just about, togetherness, trying to see the both sides of the problem, not the glass is half empty, half full. Recognizing the hard days, but understanding there's still light in the soft ones, and overall, just not stopping fighting your demons. That's my biggest thing at the end of the day. There's a couple songs I sent over. I hope we get to play tonight because they're very special to me. And it's like some of them might get a little, down in the dumps, but really the focus at the end of the day is like you can make your own light within the darkness, and you can also find the darkness in the light, and whatever you want to pull out of that, you got to go for it.
It's all about perspective.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
One of my really good friends brother of mine. We've been talking about that a lot lately. Is perspective is just a lot of people like to get angry and frustrated at certain situations, but if you actually take a second and breathe and step back and look at it from more than just one angle, it really opens up your eyes and makes you accept things and tackle things at a different perspective.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I get that completely. Number one, I have an EP called Anxiety, and there's a song on there called Bitter and Angry, and the chorus is literally like, I'm so tired of being bitter and angry. I gotta let it go before it gets me. And like it's like the whole song is just about like, yo, it's easy to let yourself blow your top. And I know the popular phrase now is crash out, but like everyone I know has way more to lose and a lot less to gain by letting those negative emotions gain control. I mean, if you can't take the perspective, I mean, I'll give you an example. I used to have really bad road rage. I would like get cut off, and all of a sudden, the exact make and model of that car would be the worst thing ever. It could be anything. It could be a Tacoma, a Ford, a damn Subaru. Hell, I drive a Subaru. I don't know why I said that, but like the whole thing is like they would be the worst person on the planet. But it's like I don't know what they're going through. Maybe they woke up late. Maybe there's a family emergency. Maybe they just weren't. Their head was in the clouds. But it's like,
yeah.
Is it worth your blood pressure spiking and then all of a sudden you got to regain your wits while you're behind a 1,000-pound vehicle? I mean, the answer obviously is no. But I mean, it's also hard to see that perspective. And that's why I just tell people, like, get outside and touch grass. Like, I mean, neighbors got to be neighbors. Friends got to be friends. I mean, we all got these devices in our pockets. And sometimes I feel like they made us further away from the people we care about.
Absolutely. They 100% did. And
yeah.
I don't know if you're a father or not.
I'm not, but
no.
Shout out to all the dads out there, though. I know that's a tough battle, man.
So I got multiple kids.
I feel you.
And I hate it, but I don't. At the same time, I don't want to push them away from it. But this technology shit, man. Like I got a 2-year-old that he can run an iPad. Like he's got no problem running an iPad. He has no problem making phone calls. Like obviously he's not dialing the numbers, but when he sees a face next to the number or with the number, he's like, oh, I know who that is, and bam, calls him. Like,
yeah, I mean, I've been making the joke, like there's like a couple, I'm 32, there's a couple like younger kids on the job, and like I'll try to make them feel old and joke about, when I was your age, we were getting internet off CDs on cereal boxes if we were lucky, and it's like, because it's like the world has changed. Like I see, I see lots of kids just adapted to phones and iPads like that, and like it's a catch-22 because if they don't know how to use it, they're falling behind. But if they use it too much, it gets a little crazy, and so like. Shout out to all the parents out there. It's tough to teach your kids to be digitally literate while at the same time watching them. But, what I always try to tell people is the more things change, the more they say the same. I remember, like, I was just getting out of high school, and I had this buddy of mine talking about, like, he still had friends in high school, like, being like, man, these kids are so stupid. They're throwing up all these pictures on the internet, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? We did the same-ish, man. The same dumb stuff. The hill hopping, the dumb parties, escaping from girls' rooms, like trying not to get caught. You want to know what the difference is? We didn't have these cameras, and now it's even worse. So, like, the more things change, the more they stay the same. You just got to teach them while they're young. And I mean,
yes.
Shout out to you, man. I know being a father is tough as heck. Like I've watched, a lot of my friends become really great dads, and I know it's tough, but I really have a lot of love for all the dads and moms out there in this era, straight up.
Yep. It's definitely, it's rough, but it's definitely a blessing at the same time.
Yeah, man.
It really is. Sure. I mean, they drive me nuts, drive me up the walls.
Finding a few more grades in the beard than you used to, huh, man?
Make me want to pull my hair out sometimes, but... I love them to death, and man, I I I do a lot for him,
That's a
just
beautiful thing.
to say the least.
No, that's a beautiful thing, man. I appreciate that. Oh,
Man, let's get things rolling into some music.
yeah, brother.
Got everything loaded up, ready to go. So let's get into Hate Is Love. Hate This
Yeah.
Love.
Hate This Love, man. I love this song. Yeah, let's get into that.
Love is joy, love is sorrow, love is kindness, love is pain. And I know that'll never change. Love is joy, love is sorrow, love is kindness, love is pain. And I know
Also, if
that'll
any of
never
y'all like it,
change.
hit me up in the comments. I'll send you
Honest,
links.
I don't know where to start. I think I've lost it. Took my glass hard, smashed it on the ground. Never been cautious. Heartbreaking 808s go so far. But there ain't no tonic to the things we put ourselves through. To the things we put ourselves through. I hate this so much. And I hate this so much. I hate this so much. I hate this so much. See, I want love and need it, and I don't really need a reason. Like I found love in all 4 seasons just for my dumb self to let it go. Each love a new season, new episodes, but the plot's become unpredictable. Mess it up once, shame on we. Mess it up a couple times, shame on me. First I lost you over dumb decisions. Then I lost you over no commitment. Then I lost you over who am I kidding? At this point, loss is the best prediction. And I don't want to keep going with this. But I know if I just bear witness, all these minor threats in my bad brains will help me grow into something different. To be honest, I don't know where to start. I think I've lost it. Took my glass hard, smashed it on the ground. Never been cautious. Heartbreaking 808s go so far. But there ain't no tonic to the things we put ourselves through. To the things we put ourselves through on everything. I love this so much. And I love this so much. I love this so much. I love all this so much. Love is supposed to make you feel free, but it always makes me feel trapped down. Give it 3 months of bliss, so naive and suddenly the bliss is tapped out. Insecure questions get asked, of course, so I keep going forward on this course. Don't know if it's dread or the voice in my head that leads to everything getting forced to contort. Twist it up, now we're trying to listen up. Walking on eggshells around each other. Hard to believe we're habitual lovers. Always seem to look through one another. And I know with love there's little ground. In the contract our hearts sign ain't guaranteed. When we go ghosts just so our scars won't bleed. To be honest, I don't know where to start. I think I've lost it. Took my glass hard, smashed it on the ground. Never been cautious. Heartbreaking 808s go so far. But there ain't no tonic to the things we put ourselves through. To the things we put ourselves through. Love is joy, love is sorrow, love is kindness, love is pain. And I know that'll never change. Love is joy, love is sorrow, love is kindness, love is pain. And I know that'll never change.
Yeah, man. Pretty
Love
heavy
is joy,
song.
love is sorrow, love is
Oh, help
It's
if I unmute my mic.
You're good, man.
But yeah, so it definitely sounds like you're a storyteller. Like
Very much so.
you put a lot of like real life shit into your songs.
Sometimes too much, but I don't think I know any other way to be. But yeah, man, I'm glad you picked up on that, Doobie. That song came about from a series of failed relationships I was in. And I'd made the beat with a friend of mine named MG, Mike G, out of Queens, New York. And we worked on it when I went to go shoot a video for another song we'll play later called Bar Heavy. And it just kind of wrote itself. It was just like, man, I'm really sick and tired of things going crazy in my love life and things just going awry. It's exhausting. It gives both parties a headache. And the stupid thing is like, it all comes back to that phrase I always tell people: the road to hell is paved with good intentions. It's like, I don't think anybody ever gets into a relationship trying it to be malicious, but sometimes things go like that, and you walk away with some battle scars. And so I remember how I knew it was a good song is I was talking to this girl, ironically enough, at the time, and read her the lyrics, and I was like, "What do you think of that? What do you think of the melody?" She was like, "Oh, I love it." And I'm like, "Okay, well, that's ironic. It's a song about hating love." And I put it on my Anxiety EP because all three of those beats were made with the same producer. Um, shout out MG. He and I used to be a part of a group called Rhymes on Deck Entertainment. And, he also mixed the record, and he really brought out a lot of different ideas that I loved. Like I said in the comments, fun fact, that's me playing guitar in the beat. And my buddy Will Lopez, who's one of my big mixing engineers and just one of the most brilliant producers I ever met. When we went to record the vocals at his studio, he actually added that string arrangement in the background. So it was like, a bunch of great minds just tapping in the same wavelength. But I mean, that's just an example of like a lot of different ways I put stories into my music. Sometimes it's not even my own. I'm inspired by the people around me, where I grew up. And I always try to, have a little taste of, West Virginia in everything I do. In every story I tell. So I'll shout out my hometown. I'll do this, I'll do that. But the stories are always my own, 100%.
So what inspires you to start writing music?
Oh, man. Well, I've been a music nerd for as long as I can remember. When I was younger, I played a couple different instruments. I played trumpet and I played cello. And as I started reading music, I wanted to write it. And then I joined a band when I was 15, and we needed a bass player, so I became a bassist. But I also started writing lyrics to our songs because my buddy had all these riffs, and our lead singer didn't really want to write that much, so I started writing. And as time went on, I was in and out of bands, and I got really sick and tired of things not working out. I would in high school, I would stay up all night writing guitars, guitar parts and lyrics and just whole songs in my bathroom, way after I should have been asleep. And nothing really came out of it in any band I joined, any, open mic I did. But I always wrote poetry. And, in high school, I mean, you go to house parties and there'd be ciphers, you and your friends maybe write a rhyme on the back of your homework in a class when you should have been paying attention. But then what really did it for me is actually I had a buddy who was really into hip hop, just really into it. I mean, lived, breathed, ate, slept, sweated that whole entire movement. And he told me to get a copy of FL Studio. Well, a couple weeks later, I'm sitting in my dorm in college and talking to my friend. I'm like, "Yeah, he keeps talking about FL Studio." He's like, "Oh, dude, I have a copy of that on my flash drive." And I'm like, "Well, it was meant to be." So I downloaded it and I stared at it for a few days, and I was like, "What am I doing?" And I was finally like, "Look, either start trying to make something because you said you always want to do a solo album. It's literally, crap to get off the pot, to be honest with you." And I was just like, let's go for it. And I just haven't looked back since. Even when I'm not putting out music, I'm always writing, I'm always coming up with something. Like today, I dropped a remix to a Playboy Cardi song on my YouTube channel if y'all want to go check that out. And it was literally just a writing exercise for me, but I was just like, why not? I'm bored. Let's do it. It's just kind of like if you ever look through my notes app on my phone, there's 50 different one-liners and verses, and just I'll be walking down the street or I'll be at work and I'll be like, "Ooh, that's good," and just write it down immediately. Exactly.
Yeah.
Doom, doom.
Man, I honestly don't know how you guys do it. I at one point in time I thought that maybe because I love hip hop, I love music in general.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe I was going to get into music and do music, and like way back in the day, high school days, I tried to freestyle and whatnot, and maybe if I got a little too stoned, I could do a little something.
Yeah.
But as soon as I realized I was doing something, I fucked up. And
Hey, listen, first of all, the beautiful thing about music is anytime you want to come back to it, it's there for you 100%. But second of all, I get that, bro. I used to be the worst freestyler I ever knew. I would be mumbling and stumbling and just sounding like I was tripping over both my left feet. But like, I don't think it's the music that ever drives people crazy in this industry. It's the industry itself. Drewby and I talk about all the time where we're just like, bro, like, what is happening? Like, why am I dealing with this? But like, what keeps you going is the music. I mean, I have meetings with my manager all the time where I'm just like, I am not doing this again. And then I'm like, no, he's got a point. Again, it's about perspective. Like, do you want to sharpen the sword or do you want to keep it dull?
Right.
But I mean, dude, I would love to hear a Doobie Doo track, man. We got to make that happen.
So I've actually been talking about it to some people and throwing the idea around. I don't know if I'll ever repeat this again or not, unless it actually happens.
Yeah.
But so I've been throwing the idea around of getting a group of people together, like say like 6 artists, and maybe me just doing the hook.
Okay.
And then just doing like a big collab.
That sounds cool.
Just a one-time thing, just to say that I've done it, and it,
well,
I'd
listen,
be happy.
If that day comes and you need a verse, give me a call. I got you, because I'm always down for that type of stuff.
Hell yeah. Appreciate that.
I got you, man.
Yeah. OZ in the chat talking about he's been trying to get me.
Man, OZ, shout out to OZ, man. He's got good energy. I like it.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he was shouting me out as soon as we started this, and I was like, you know what? I like this guy. OZ, hit me up anytime, man. Like, I like talking to people about this stuff, man. Like, I try to be an open book, and I have read so many books on songwriting, attended classes, done all of it, and I just want to pass on the knowledge. If there's one word that is not synonymous with your boy, it's gatekeeping. Like, pardon my French, but fuck that shit. Like, it's like each one's got to teach one, man.
Right. Knowledge is everything.
Straight up. Ugh.
Knowledge is definitely everything.
It is for sure, yo.
So I got another one loaded up, ready to get blasted off.
Let's check it.
Ego.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Before we get into this features my boy SP the Great, who I'm gonna try to get him on your show because he's a really cool guy. Myself, Drewby, and Odd Job and Mike B did a show together last year in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And it was a really cool time. And it was his first show, and he rocked that. But he and I have done a couple collabs together, and he made the beat, and we do a lot of trading off. It's a really fun one, man. Like, let that sucker rip, man. It's a fun time.
Let's get it.
If you don't fuck with us, guess you got an ego. Call me take off, just me and my amigo. Just us tonight in a trio. DBO don't smoke, I'm hugging up the tree, bro.
It's the 304 to the 540. Let's stop your heartbeat and make the blood slow. Make the speakers explode and the gold chains corrode. Timeless, fuck up the world's whole show.
Don't need 4 plays on the radio. I got the whole world on a new flow. I'm coming up to steer the whole show. Cranking out hot shit like like I'm baking in the oven. Girls feeling me like I'm McLovin. Hit me up for the trees, no I'm not bluffing. Making all my beats and they really bumping.
On that Easy E and Dre, always into something. It's almost that killer season, there ain't no cuffing. It's the DBL to the SP, the great. That essential education and getting your lunch shake. Wait, we can tell you ain't get it. No need for correcting with that death sentence. Put the DEF in death note, we bring light to the whole globe. So burn all your notepads, it's time to pay your penance.
If you don't fuck with us, guess you got an ego. Call me take off, just me and my amigo. Just us tonight, ain't a trio. DBL don't smoke, I'm hugging up the tree, bro.
It's the 304 to the 540. Let's stop your heartbeat and make the blood slow. Make the speakers explode and the gold chains corrode. Timeless, fuck up the world's whole show.
No, I'm not gonna play with a hoe. Strawberry need to come and give me some dome.
Mama got that blueberry yum yum, you know. The time to get you high till the next episode.
Ganja smoke in my lungs gonna explode. Bars like ice, they getting real cold.
Get hot as a dab rig, way above average. The former solo dolo stoner been on the blacklist.
Heating up like a banger. Now I'm full of anger. Fucking with me, putting you in danger. You my son, like we had you in a manger.
No Power Ranger, the flow gonna repulse ya. Things get stranger, upside down be the cross, bruh. Not trying to get too hardcore, but this immortal technique has them reaching for the door.
If you don't fuck with us, guess you got an ego. Call me take off, just me and my amigo. Just us tonight, ain't a trio. DBL don't smoke, I'm hugging up the tree, bro.
It's the 304 to the 540. Let's stop your heartbeat and make the blood slow. Make the speakers explode and the gold chains corrode. Timeless, fuck up the world's whole show.
If you don't fuck with us, guess you got an ego. Call me take off, just me and my amigo. Just us tonight, ain't a trio. DBL don't smoke, I'm hugging up the tree, bro.
It's the 304 to the 540. Let's stop your heartbeat and make the blood slow. Make the speakers explode and the gold chains corrode. Timeless, fuck up the world's whole show.
No need for plays on the radio. I got the whole world on a new flow. I'm coming up to steal the whole show. Cranking out hot shit like I'm baking in the oven. Girls feeling me like I'm McLovin. Hit me up for the trees, no I'm not bluffing. Making all my beats and they really bumping.
On that Easy E and Dre, always into something. It's almost that killer season, there ain't no cuffing. It's the DBL to the SP, the great. That essential education and getting your lunch shake. Wait, we can tell you ain't get it. No need for correcting with that death sentence. Put the DEF in death note, we bring light to the whole globe. So burn all your notepads, it's time to pay your penance.
If you don't fuck with us, guess you got an ego. Call me take off, just me and my amigo. Just us tonight, ain't a trio. DBL don't smoke, I'm hugging up the tree, bro.
It's the 304 to the 540. Let's stop your heartbeat and make the blood slow. Make the speakers explode and the gold chains corrode. Timeless, fuck up the world's whole show.
No, I'm not gonna play with a hoe. Strawberry need to come and give me some dome.
Mama got that blueberry yum yum, you know. The time to get you high till the next episode.
Ganja smoke in my lungs gonna explode. Bars like ice, they getting real cold.
Get hot as a dab rig, way above average. The former solo dolo stoner been on the blacklist.
Heating up like a banger. Now I'm full of anger. Fucking with me, putting you in danger. You my son, like we had you in a manger.
No Power Ranger, the flow gonna repulse ya. Things get stranger, upside down be the cross, bruh. Not trying to get too hardcore, but this immortal technique has them reaching for the door.
If you don't fuck with us, guess you got an ego. Call me take off, just me and my amigo. Just us tonight, ain't a trio. DBL don't smoke, I'm hugging up the tree, bro.
It's the 304 to the 540. Let's stop your heartbeat and make the blood slow. Make the speakers explode and the gold chains corrode. Timeless, fuck up the world's whole show.
I love the vibe of that one.
Man, I could tell, bro. Nah, like Ozzy, is it Ozzy music? Ozzy music?
Ozzy,
man.
Yeah,
Ozzy
like,
called the vibe right there when he said it reminded him of a 90s cipher. Like, man, the story behind that one, I was over at SP's house recording some music for another song that came out this year, my collab with this other artist called Stump, man. And it was like 2 and 3 in the morning, and he would like play the beat, and I was like, yo, I like that. And he's like, you want to have some fun with it? I'm like, what time is it? I gotta be up at 8. Let's do it. let's do it. And so we just started going back and forth and playing on each other's lines and just going crazy. And my only regret ever, man, is like we dropped 2 songs last year, and then I had a weird summer and just didn't get this song out till earlier this year. But it was meant to be, and it saw fruition. It saw the light of day, and it's just a fun time, man. Like, I want to do that song and our other collabs live with them. We had 2 other collabs. One's called Make Sense, the other called Nonsense. And we kind of even trade off on the production because I produced Make Sense's beat, then Nonsense. I collabed with this other artist named Seven Toes on it. And then this one, SP produced the entire beat. So it's been kind of this little thing building. But we got more music on the way, me and him. It's going to be a fun time.
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely, man. And I want to get him on your show, man. He's a good dude, like 100%. But
hell yeah, I'm trying to get everybody on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the whole squad out on your podcast, man, because it is good, man. Like, and honestly, like, you talk about how you don't know, like, us artists can do it. You podcasters bring us on and let our egotistical selves talk for hours on end about how we tick and make that shit look good. And that, to me, is huge. Like, y'all champion us, and we appreciate it a ton, brother. Like, do not ever think what you guys are doing is not, valued. It is amazing to be championed, straight up.
Man, I definitely appreciate that because all this, I'm still fresh. Like, I'm still wet behind the ears. Like,
I get it. Yeah. I believe it or not, I actually have my own podcast, and it kills us, man. We like had to cut down in season 2 to doing episodes every other week instead of every week because like I was editing the whole week, and then like when I get done with that, I do the reels, and we start having guests and stuff, and it's a lot of work, y'all. Like, I encourage anybody who wants to do something creative to go for it, but just know you will have a learning curve.
Absolutely. My first week of videos that I made, like each day you can see the progression in it. But I mean, where I'm at now compared to day one just totally blows it out of the water. Man, I'm thankful for every single person that's shared my stuff, liked it, people that's reached out. It's to the point now where, I started out with hitting up like 3 or 4 people, and just off of that, it's grown so far that I'm booking a week ahead of time. Like I'm already like that far into it that I'm already booked a week out. Like this whole week's booked, and then next week clear up until Saturday. And even Saturday, if that goes through, that's going to be a big day for me. I can't really speak on who that is or if that's going to happen or not, because I don't want to jinx it. But
right. That's exciting though, man. And I mean, like, you know what? It all took taking that first step, bro. And that's what you did.
Yeah. Shout out to OZ. I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, shout out OZ, man. That is awesome. He seems like a day one supporter, man.
Yeah, he's a moderator. He's also a part of the team. Like he helps with designs and just knowledge in general. So
I like that.
He's a really good part of it. We got some other guys in the team. They just kind of more behind the scenes, and they don't want to be out there quite yet.
That's fair. Hey, it takes a team, man. It really does. And building that team is tough. But when you get it moving, it's to the fucking moon, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, for sure. And I I knew this is what I wanted. Like,
Right.
you know, getting lined up like I am, but
Mhm.
I just didn't think that it would come this quick. And
Yeah.
I thought I would have more time to kind of brace myself, but instead of just bracing myself, I'm just letting it come and riding the wave.
Hey, listen, sometimes that's how it happens, loaves and fishes. Like it's like you ask for one thing and the universe provides a whole bigger thing. And you gotta strike while the iron's hot, man. Can't mess around. And it's tough to do that. There's been times like I remember last year I had the opportunity to open up for this artist named Echo. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he's getting bigger in the rap rock world. But it was at this conference I was doing. It's called Launch Music Conference. Actually, it's happening next week, and I can't attend this year. But it's a really cool opportunity for anybody in the tri-state, quad state, 5-state area, the East Coast, whatever. Um, I had applied to perform and I didn't go through, but they gave me an invitation to attend the conference. And I was like, yeah, sure. Well, that Tuesday before the conference, I get a call and they're like, yo, somebody dropped off when they really need someone to fill up. You have done everything right. Can you come open up for him on Saturday? And I was like, yeah, no, let's do it. No hesitation. And like, I was, shaking in my boots beforehand, but I got on stage and rocked that. And like, I sold more merchandise that day than I ever did because I did that good. And I was just like, I ain't messing around, man. Like, but when it happens, whew, you gotta go, man. And it can be scary, but you gotta make it happen.
Yeah,
And
because if you hesitate and don't pull the trigger at that right time,
mhm,
you may crash and
yeah.
crash hard.
Yeah. Timing is everything, bro. So it sounds like you guys are like building a great movement, and I love to see it, man. Like, if you guys start having events or doing other podcasts, you ever need a guest judge, count me in, bro. 100%.
Hell yeah, awesome. Yeah, shows. I don't know how soon I'm really gonna because I really do want to get to that point where I've reached out to so many artists and built up a good name for myself that I can reach out to artists and be like, hey, I'm trying to put this together. Can I get you on this date?
Yeah.
Like, what's it going to cost me? Is it going to cost me anything?
Mm-hmm. It again, like I used to do booking for my own shows, and it's a whole new devil. But like it's when it goes off smoothly, it's a beautiful thing. It definitely is tough, but all things come with due time. Your Rome wasn't built in a day. You're building those foundations right now, bro, and that's what matters. That's exactly what matters.
End of Summer Bash 2025.
Oh man.
Ohio. Right here. I don't know who, I don't know what, I don't know where.
Hey,
but it's gonna happen.
count me in. Bash. Count me in. Like I will come out. I will do a whole hour if you need me to. I'll open up the damn thing. I don't give a damn. I've done all kinds of sets, man. Like I got you. Just let me know the place and I will be there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
100%, man.
Because I know this guy right here. He'll be there.
Oh, then I got to be there, man.
I remember him out there.
Absolutely. No, I remember I was at his last show in West Virginia before he moved, and he was really stoked to be making that transition. But I was like, man, I am going to miss you, because how he and I met was a crazy story. We performed opening up for my homie Knowledge, and shout out Knowledge, man. He's a really dope rapper from Maryland. And they had Drewby open up the show, which I thought was crazy because I'd seen pictures of him opening up way bigger festivals. And I got on and I shouted him out. I shouted everybody else out. And I go out, my set got screwed up because I don't know what happened. I think I inhaled some dust from the lights. My throat just closes up as soon as I get on stage. I was joking. I sounded like Louis Armstrong or some alien because I was just like, I can't speak. And like, I got through my set, but I just walked out to get some fresh air and was talking to the promoter. And all of a sudden, the door bursts open and Drewby's like, yo, you want a shirt? And I'm like, what? And he's like, I'm going to give you a shirt because you're the only person in this whole motherfucker who shouted me out. And I was like, well, I can't just take a shirt from you. Let's exchange shirts. So I gave him some merch. He gave me some merch. And I rock that shirt all the time. And I actually met one of my good friends, Straight Savvy, Jay Davenport. He runs a podcast too. I wore the shirt in a music video and he reposted it and got my reel to in the thousands. And I was like, man, I appreciate that, man. And it's like, Drewby is good people, man. And he makes bangers. Like, I'm trying to get him on a song soon, but like, I gotta just tighten up some stuff. But like, he's good people, man. I'm glad you connected with him.
Definitely is. I'm trying to work with him and help him, even if it's not directly, it's, just networking like, hey, this person can help you out with some software shit. This person can help you out with videos. Like, this person has got to connect to a studio that's right down the road that's fucking top notch. Like, whatever I can do to help. I'm not here to step on nobody's toes. I'm not here to drag anybody through the mud. Nothing like that. I'm here to build bridges and, help. Yeah, I'm just here to build bridges.
Hey, that's what matters, man. None of that crabs in the bucket shit, like that happens too often. And to me, it's like we only can uplift each other. It can't be the other way around, You hold each other down, nothing happens. But I get that completely.
I think OZ got a little message, man.
Hey, let's work. That's what I like to hear, OZ. We doing working. Damn right, bro. Oh, look at him. He's already got the whole thing set up. I love it. Hell yeah. I will come up there, man. I will make that happen.
Shit, when we get the final details in the works, we'll definitely get at you and make sure you get up here.
Plane, train, or automobile, I'll make my way up there, bro. I don't give a damn. I'll hitchhike if I have to.
Yeah, Drewby, he's, literally a couple of houses down. Like, I walk there in just a couple minutes and I'm there.
Small world, man. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the homie, bro. I was happy to hear that I hit him up. I was like, yo, thank you for connecting me with Hot Country, man. Because it's like, that's love right there. Like, straight up. But like, it's just nice because like I don't get to see him as often. We used to see each other at shows all the time. And now him and the missus are up there. I'm just like, man, I like my scene, but you see people go in and out of your scene the longer you're around, and you miss certain people. That's all. So shout out to you, Droops. For real. Oh.
Yep. Let's get it rolling.
Agreed.
Got another track called Last.
Ooh, this is a good one. Go ahead and let that rip, man. I'll tell you all the story later.
Let's get it.
Last of the driven, sometimes it feels like I'm the last of the living, only one who acts right. Last of my writtens, should I put the pen down? Last one committed, the last one who's been around. Last of the driven, sometimes it feels like I'm the last of the living, only one who acts right. Should I put the pen down? Last one committed, the last one who's still around. Legacy's a funny thing, makes the past, present, future tense up your heartstrings. Now organized items need rearranging. The mind's eye itches, you start blinking. Almost 10 years in this unforgiving game, with not too much to show, just my own lane. Hand carved with love, hand built bottom up, but not so rare anymore. My thoughts go to calling bluffs. Overly dedicated from overly medicated. Masking pain that pushed my pen to places that border sacred. Now I'm sober in smoke-filled living rooms and basements. Pop says I'm almost 30, kinda hurts but I don't blame him. True. Family and friends settling down, children growing up. Yeah. So every day I wake up and pour from an empty cup. Miracle worker, but it's nothing divine. Just wanna create, making things from lost time. Last of the driven, sometimes it feels like I'm the last of the living, only one who acts right. Last of my writtens, should I put the pen down? Last one committed, the last one who's been around. Last of the driven, sometimes it feels like I'm the last of the living, only one who acts right. Should I put the pen down? Last one committed, the last one who's still around. I hope one day to turn into something positive. Cause my biggest critic that's acidic, my negatives. And every time I decide to let my pen scroll, I swear to God it's the last time I write a damn song. That's what I tell myself, cause I don't trust myself. I try to hush myself, call it fake news to trump myself. On the hunt for myself, I search for no one else. Just hope the beat talks back on late nights writing tracks. Told myself I'd retire, but I feel complete. With a pen in my hand, I'm everything but the kitchen sink. Wanted to master the plan, not just draft a blueprint. So I write with blue ink and think of what my words meant. Then versus now, broke dreams versus cash cows. The journey took me to places I wouldn't reach anyhow. Drunk tanks, new cities, and everything in between. Damn near seen it all, chasing these rap dreams. Damn near seen it all, chasing these rap dreams. Damn near seen it all, chasing these rap dreams.
Yeah, that I don't know if you seen my comment.
I did.
But yeah, that definitely reminds me of the rapper Common.
Man, that's crazy to me because he's one of my biggest influences. Like that song. So that beat got made by my boy Jaro Music. You can find on Instagram. He's an amazing beat maker and producer. But he used to go by Backwoods Blaze, and he's from my hometown, Shepherdstown. And you know, when I started writing that song, I was just reflecting on, you know, the last, you know, long time I'd spent trying to make this rap thing work. And like, you know, I definitely had a common approach to it because I like the way he tells stories. As you recognized, I'm a storyteller. So it's a big deal to me that you recognize that. But like, it's really funny. I just realized this. Remember that thing I told you about my friend Straight Savvy who reposted my reel because I wore Drew B's shirt? That was for the video for this song. I didn't plan that, but that's funny, man, because that song has become a big staple of my live show. You know, it's like my end cap to my show, just being like, look, it's been a weird time. Sometimes I wonder why I'm still rapping, but I'm still here and I ain't going anywhere. Y'all can give up on that. That's all it is.
That's how I feel about this, man.
Yeah.
Is regardless if I got one viewer or a million viewers, you know, that'd be ridiculous and unheard of, but you know, regardless of how many viewers I got, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep pushing.
You can't.
There might be like, you know, I got some goals, some people that I would one day like to sit and interview and talk to and just bullshit with. Hell, I don't even care if it was on live. If I just got the opportunity just to sit and talk to them like this, but, you know, not on live, I would be happy.
Mm-hmm. I feel that, man. I mean, like, to me, it's just like those moments are classic, no matter what it is. And it's you can't take everything with you when you go, but the memories are what counts, you know? Like I've had a couple weird encounters myself. I was working at a hotel up in New York one time, and I ran into MGK before he became the rock star MGK when he was still a rapper, Machine Gun Kelly, which they're interchangeable. But like, I have a random photo, and like, I didn't even want to take a photo. He offered for me to take a photo, and I was just like, dude, absolutely. And I remember just to even be in his presence meant a lot because all my boys loved his music. Like I had a copy of his Lace Up EP I stole from my friends when I was 19 in my car, you know? And you know, he's definitely changed his image and stuff these days, but you know, those money comes and goes, the day time you can't ever get back, but the memories of what you're doing matter the most. And I wouldn't trade any of the experiences I've had in this rap thing for anything. I got hella stories and just random times. And, I know I'm not the best, but I will still rap my ass off to make this thing happen. Oh, man. OZ said he met him at Peabody's in Cleveland during a Twisted show. That's crazy. In the hometown, no less.
Yeah, Peabody's, it's no longer there. It got tore down. But that's where MGK made his debut. That's where it's all started.
Small world, man.
Fuck yeah, it is.
I feel like all the cool venues get torn down. Like the really cool venues. Like I remember there was this one year I had 4 different venues I performed at, and within 6 months after I performed at them, they either A, lost their licensing, or B, got shut down. It freaked me out. I was like, is it me? What did I do? Was I born under that bad of a sign? But it was just, things not working out because they were all over the place. But I mean, it's funny how it goes, man. Like it really is. Just you gotta just keep going and collect the memories and stories and hope, at the end of the day you got tales to tell the grandkids when you're just sitting on your knee being like, what did you do when you were, that's what it's really all about.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of, venues getting shut down after somebody performs at them, there was a really nice venue around here. It was in Newark, Ohio. Okay. And it was, I want to say it was like, babe, what was it Creekside Saloon that was up there where John Hender got built? I think so. Is that the Creekside? Or it was Creek something. Okay. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was a dope venue. Mm-hmm. And Upchurch performed there. Oh, and wow. And like you said, like 6 months later it was getting bought out and tore down and a car lot got built there.
Man, shout out to Upchurch, man. Like he's one of the dudes who I always thought could spit like a mug. Like, as you can tell by my sound, I don't really consider myself a country rapper, just a rapper from the country, but I always had respect for the whole scene, man. I mean, I remember showing up to shows. I remember that show I did in Ohio. I was opening up for Freeway, and it was supposed to be Corey Guns too, but that didn't happen. And I showed up, in my boots and my leather jacket, and I got roasted by some asshole from Brooklyn. He was like, man, you look like Paul Bunyan. And I was like, man, shut up. And then he was like, well, Yellow Wolf's a thing. I'm like, yeah, and there's way more than Yellow, so you better watch your ass, man. I'm just happy to see country rap getting its shine finally, man. It's deserving, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, but like, it's weird how those venues work out. Like, I remember I opened up for Cess Crew. They used to be signed to Strange Music till they split up. And the venue was Hard Times Cafe, and they had hella shows there. They got out Slaughterhouse before Joe Budden went and did his podcast. They had Kasky there one time before he like was working with the Yellow Wolf on his tapes. And like within 4 months of that Cess Crew show, it just shut down. And it was like legitimate too. It has a pool hall and a restaurant and had, you know, stages. And I was just like, how did this happen? But, you know, all you can do is keep going.
Find another one.
True story, man. True story.
Find another one.
Well, speaking of finding another one, I think we're about to play our last song, aren't we?
You caught it.
Knew it.
You caught it.
Now, let's see. I think this one's bar heavy. This is going to be a fun one.
That it is. That it is.
This is going to be lit, y'all.
Let's get it, you high country mother truckers.
Hey, let's do it.
Hey, yo, it's DBL back in the building, of course. All right, yo, Phil, you give me some Killer Cam Dipset shit, man. Let's get it. This is that new God flow. Tell me it ain't colossal. I am that De La Soul. I got this, yo la tengo. This that come home with me? Nah. Really, it be that old boy. That Domo Origato, but only if you call me Kilroy. Since 17 or 18, trying to spit like an android. Go ahead up, Shenron, get big and Pac back and employ. The G-O-A-T, get their lessons MVP. Aim for a G-O-D, but settle for OMG. Wanted my own black hippie, but the crew found me. Young gun, don't mix it up, man, we're all rowdy. About cash money like baby, more hype than the baby. And we can get in your head like when Vegeta met baby. We came, we saw, we conquered, we kept the hype employed. This that grown man music, we play with beats like toys. And they ain't really been great since they made All Stars. So don't negotiate, man, just try and bring the noise. I swear to God, yo, and slop on my knob. The whole squad's got a job. Break through your facade. Against the odds, no mirage. Hide in the cut camouflage. A non-squad, we can get loud as any band in the garage. If you step up to us, go ahead and hit save. Each verse is a boss battle, tell me who can relate. Check the logic, don't be confident, put respect on the name. That hate is for the birds, man, please pull up any day. They should call me Jason, this crew, it got organized ways. We'll run a train on a plane just to show that we're paid. So keep score at home while we eclipse the moon any phase. So let Master Rhymes tell it before my flow blows out your brain.
Yo, test my mic with this mic, you ain't ready for that plight. I invite to be polite, but our levels on the like. I ignite when I write, pencil sparks and light up nights. Talent tall and we hot, it ain't even Fahrenheit. Yo, my crew the best, we hook next, potential to the ceiling. I'll abuse the rest, the deuce what's left is nothing if I'm killing day and night. Dark and light, but donka-donk versus no ass. Whack rappers exist so I can have some contrast. No questioning, I'm destined in my path for success to win, my anger festering. Guess I gotta up my level and I cannot let the devil win. We beat you to the white, need to throw you the ground zero till you look like Uncle Fester did.
We came, we saw, we conquered, we kept the hype employed. This that grown man music, we play with beats like toys. And they ain't really been great since they made All Stars. So don't negotiate, man, just try and bring the noise.
They say, Primes, yo, why you always bar heavy? I refuse to leave my reputation scarred heavy. I bomb deadly, you let me, it's messing. I'm prepping to have you stressing and counting body parts just like confetti. Motherfuckers keep talking, but they ain't really ready. That's like Bush having confidence in water levees. Watching break when pressure applied, without a doubt. These bars are stout, sit back and on the body count. Description of my bars, yo, they always say it's dumb sick. You wanna see defeat? Well, I hit you with that jump kick. DBL was right, rhymes on deck. Yo, we run shit. It's funny cause we won our pockets on that Sherman Clump shit. They ain't no lie, yo. Hey, real talk. Like, I want my shit. Allergic to Slim Fast, you feel me? Don't ever do a day of cardio in your motherfucking life.
Oh man, that last part kills me every time. Not a day of cardio in your motherfucking life.
Nope.
No, sir. Bad pockets. Bad pockets. Yep. Man, well, that was bar heavy. Featured my dude Master Rhymes from Brooklyn, and Was produced by my man Dirty Phil out of Hagerstown, Maryland, which is right across the border from me. Around the same time we did the beat for Hate This Love, I drove up. When was that? 2021, which seems way too far ago. But drove up, we shot a music video. It just broke 8,000 views on YouTube. So that felt amazing. And it was just a fun song to do. Just we rolled off. Oh man, it was so fun. And like I've been trying to get rhymes on a track for a long time, and when it finally all coalesced, I was so happy because like he brought some amazing stank face energy to it, and I knew he was going to bring it, so I had to bring it. And like that's what I love about collabing with artists is it makes me bring out different aspects of myself, and also just I gotta be on point. I can't sound bad on my own song that I'm featuring another artist on.
So would you rather do a solo song or would you rather do a collab song?
Are we talking about performing live or recording?
All right, let me hear both.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can answer both. I mean, live I'd rather do a solo song, and the only reason is it's a headache and a half to get your collaborators in one place. As I mentioned, Rhymes is up in the New Jersey, New York area. He's a dad full-time. I just ran into him. I did a show up in New York. It was part of a little celebration for a hip-hop school I go to called Pendulum Inc. And, it was great to see him, but that was the first time I'd seen him in person since we shot the damn video for this song. I have another song called BMI, which stands for Bitch Made Individuals. It features my man 3XG Spitz. I didn't play that one tonight because I didn't want us to break our screens because it's that hype. And my dude used to be local to me, and now he lives in Pittsburgh. And, he's busy all the time dealing with some legal stuff and just being a dad. He streams on Sky V radio too and has a whole thing. And it's just like, we almost did like 2 or 3 shows back to back last year, and then things just didn't work out. And it's like, so live, I try to deliver like mostly solo stuff. Like actually, part of why I picked the songs I did is 3 of the 4, like every song except for Ego, I do live, and I'm going to be doing it live at a show this May at in Catonsville, Maryland. You guys, I'm getting details on that. Should be dropping the flyer soon. But when I do that song, Bar Heavy, I just do my verses, which, isn't as fun. Like, I want my boy up there and us wilding out, but, like,
right,
it is what it is. Now, in the studio, I mean, I can't lie. I kind of like having my homies in there with me. I just did a series of songs. A couple singles are coming out with my boy Neb, who actually has a feature on an EP I just dropped in February. And it was just different energy. If I said something stupid to my engineer, we all burst out laughing. If I had a really good bar, like we were like, ooh, that was nasty. And the same with him. And it's like, it's a lot more fun to have people in the studio. But there's like a science to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you can't have your whole like neighborhood in the studio at once. Or if you do, you gotta be like laser focused because it's like you will not get anything done. It'll just be chill time. And it's like I love my engineers, but like it gets crazy. The state I'm from, OZ, I'm from West Virginia. West by God, not by choice, Virginia. I live 20 minutes from the Maryland border, but I consider myself Dub V Zone. Always have been, always will be. But, where I'm at is weird. I call it the gateway because it's like you have a lot of people coming from the cities, DC and Baltimore, but like I went to high school across from cornfields. So it's like, it's a mix and a mash of everything. Like, I had plenty of friends with fish hooks on their caps, but I had plenty of friends with all when that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it ended up happening. And that's how I ended up with this accent. Everyone's like, "You're not from around here." And then I'm like, "Oh, hey, Jimmy, what's up? That's Jimmy. I've known him, 15 years of my whole life, you idiot." But like, that's just how it goes. But yeah, West Virginia, and like again, having too many people in the studio, it's like that saying, too many cooks ruin the broth. Like it's like everyone has an opinion, like everyone has an asshole. And like all of a sudden you'll be redoing a song 50 times because somebody was like, I don't like the way you said is. And I'm like, I don't give an is because I like the way it came out. You dumbass. Like
I got a buddy from upstate New York, and his accent, like he really doesn't have an accent anymore. Now his other siblings, actually rest in peace to his brother, but his accent, like he was like a like from the Bronx, like
oh yeah.
He thick accent, and then his mom. She's Italian, so
game over.
Yeah,
Game over.
like oh man, Sunday dinners at mom's house. Like I always just called her mom. Like I ain't calling Nancy. I called her mom.
Exactly. Nah, like my family's Italian, so that's where I get it from, honestly. And trust me, it's very much a thing. Like, I still, my grandma was she is first generation American. Her sister was fresh off the boat. Their mom, my nonna, was from Italy. And like, it's crazy because like you go and talk to my family, they're all from South Florida and they talk exactly like me. It's just ingrained in you. But like it's crazy because like I mean, I used to date this woman from Maryland, and she just thought I was a little too hick. Like we went to a county fair once, and I took off my shirt, which is my undershirt. She's like, "No one's doing that here," and I'm like, "I don't care. It's 99 degrees. Yeah, 99 degrees. There's 500 people in a quarter square mile. Like I don't care. Like it is September, damn it.
But fucking hot.
Yeah, I'm fucking toasty, man. Like. But nah, man, I appreciate you playing all my tunes. I got some new music coming out soon, but nothing immediately. But
well, shit, maybe when you get things wrapped up and together, maybe we can get you back on here and we can play your stuff.
I'd love that, man. Yeah, I will let you know ASAP when everything's going well. I'm trying to get another EP out by June. That's a collab with my boy Mook Dollars. Trying to get a couple new singles out too with my brother Neb. I got a couple more arguments with some people to settle before we approve everything. I got a manager last year and he's been a blessing in disguise. Shout out my dude Hayden, but he's definitely made me rework my pen even more. And that is wonderful because he's holding me accountable, but it makes me realize
you gotta have that push.
Listen, I thought I was all killer, no filler, but apparently I was letting a little Twinkie stuffing in there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still trying to make everything happen. I'm getting shows lined up for the summer. I'm supposed to be playing a show July 11th in Ohio. It's called the Underground Bash, and if you guys want to come out, I'll let you know when I get the flyer. And
do you know where it's at?
In Ohio? Not off the top of my head. We just got it locked in yesterday, but well, you know what? Actually, I can look this up right now. I do know it is July 11th. It is in Ohio. And furthermore, drum roll, please, it is at Half-Baked Brewery in Columbus, actually.
Oh, shit. That's just right down. I mean, it's like an hour drive, but, well, like 40 minutes, but that's right down the street from me.
Get out of here, man. Nah, like, listen, if you guys want to come through, I'll like hook you guys up with some merch and stuff, like at the very least. Yeah, I know it's a trip. It's gonna be a trip for me, but it's gonna be a fun show. My boys, Biokillers are gonna be there. I did a little spoken thing on one of their albums. It's literally nothing. It's like a background vocal, but the God Mumra is gonna be there. He's one of my guys. I'm opening up. Oh, not really opening up. Just doing a couple songs at his show in Allentown, Pennsylvania in June. But like, it's gonna be a good vibe. Gonna be a fun time. I'd love to see you guys there. Anybody in Ohio wants to come through, please come through, man. I'm trying to get more up there too. So like, if anybody wants to like network or just link, hit me up in the chats. Believe OZ dropped my YouTube and I dropped my Spotify. But you can find me everywhere. You can find me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram at DBL that dude. I'm on Facebook just at DBL304. I used to be on X, but I got really Twitter. Let's be real, no one calls it X. It's Twitter. But I got really sick and tired of being spammed by OnlyFans models, and it got old, man. You can only see so much ass. Like, I'll be honest. But y'all just come find me. Hit me up in the DMs. I respond. I like to talk to people, and I try to be decently friendly, despite my my Alan Jackson mustache. But
High Country, you know what it is. If you don't know, you will know. Man, run them numbers up. You know how we do. Get out there. Go to all them platforms. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get it.
Hey, Doobie, thank you for everything tonight, man.
Hey, pleasure. Man, I appreciate you coming on the channel, man. The only thing I ask, spread the word.
I will, brother. Absolutely.
Spread the word. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to spread the word.
We'll make it happen, my friend. I already shared it on my YouTube and was announcing it all over my Facebooks, but I'm gonna try to get you a couple more people on here too.
Awesome. I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate it.
Excellent.
Well, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up for the night. It's been fun. It's been real. Man, tune in tomorrow. DBL, I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, my friend. You guys have a good night. High Country, keep it high country.
Later, y'all.